we'll see with a problem and see how it impacts. So here the statement says that the firm has a book value per share of 40, 50,000 shares outstanding, 5,000 they are buying. So they are buying at the prevailing market price. Find out the new book value per share when the purchase price, the prevailing market price is 50, the prevailing market price is 30. So we'll have to find out the new book value. So let us see. First is book value. Here we are saying that book value. So book value is given as book value per share into number of shares. Okay, so how much is the book value? 50,000 is the shares, 40. So it will be 50 into 40. So it would be 40 into 50 is 2,000. So it will be 2 million. So the book value of the firm is 2 million. It would be the same for both the case. Okay, how much number of shares remaining after buyback? So they are buying 5,000. So the number of shares remaining after buyback is 50. Now how much is the amount spent on buyback? You are buying 5,000 shares by spending 50 on each. So the amount spent on buyback is 50 into 5. So it will be 250,000. So you are spending 250. Sorry, in this case it would not be 250. Just hold on. So in this case the number of shares you are buying is 5,000 into 30. So it would be 150,000. So there is a amount spent. So this amount spent, whatever you are spending, it would decrease the book value. So the new book value will be earlier book value minus the amount that you have spent. So 2 million minus 250,000. So it would be 1.75 million. Here it would be 2 million minus 150,000. So it would be 1.85 million. Okay, so the new book value will be given as, new book value per share will be given as whatever the new book value divided by number of shares. Number of shares remaining, we know that it is 45,000. So it is book value per share is book value divided by number of shares. So here it would be 175,000 divided by 45,000. Here it would be this divided by 45,000. So let's compute these two. So we have 1750 divided by 45. So it is 38.88. Next one is 1850 divided by 48. So it is 1.11. So this is 38.888 and this is 41.11. So what we have seen is this book value is lower than the earlier book value of 45,000. So here the book value is seeing a decrease, and here the book value has increased. So the book value has increased over here. Correct? So why book value has increased? Because you are purchasing the share at 30. This share 30 is less than the book value. Here you are purchasing at 50, which is greater than the book value. So whenever you are purchasing at a stock which is greater than the book value will decrease. Whenever you are purchasing the stock at less than the book value, please note that book value per share. All this I am talking about book value per share. Book value has to decrease. Please see, book value has decreased both the cases, but book value per share I am talking about. So whenever you are purchasing a share whose price is less than the book value per share, the book value per share will increase. Okay, whenever it is more than the book value per share, it will be decreasing. So this is the effect on the book value per share. Please again remember this.